What's happening? It's the Austins. Welcome to my 16-part series of my personal encounter with Jesus Christ. This is part 8 of the 16. Enjoy the testimony. Okay, so this one is titled God's Audible Voice Over a Disciple. So if y'all been catching wave of the series, I said in part six that I heard the audible voice of God, and it's a strong, deep voice, right? And it's almost like it's thunder, but it's just a really, really deep voice, but it has power. So I wanted to talk about this one. Like I was talking to a fellow believer in Jesus Christ. His name is Victor. I forget brother Vic last name. But Brother Vic is a strong believer in God. God healed that man twice from cancer. And he went from being frail to being back as stocky and agile as can be. But me and him was having a dialogue, right? So we was talking, and I was telling him about the things of God, what God has been showing me in the season that I was in. And I think this is around 2015, 2016. Going into 2016. And we was talking and we was talking about the Spirit of God. We was talking about angels. We were talking about miracles, signs, and wonders. And as he was talking to me, the things he was saying to me about me being a power couple before I even met my wife, although I wasn't free to date until 2016. And the things he was saying to me was those. But on top of his voice, you know how somebody is talking to you, but on top of his voice was power. On top of his voice was the audible voice of the Most High God. And it was a deep voice. And no, Brother Vic's voice is not that deep. So he was sounding normal, like how you say, you're on the radio and you singing, and then the radio is singing the lyric, but you sing it on top of it. That's how it was. That's how it was very plain. It was very simple. And he was just encouraging me. And he was encouraging me, but I know it was from the Most High because the audible voice was on top of his. But I know it's a really, really short video, and it's really to encourage you all. Just continue to seek, fast, pray, worship, read the Word of God. For fellow believers out there, this is more so targeting you all, I'm sorry, and just ask God, ask him. If you don't get anything out these series, the only thing you should be able to get is ask God, and He gonna show up. And wait too. You feel me? You gotta be patient on the response. But I was doing a lot of fasting, a lot of praying, a lot of reading the Word, and I still fast, pray, and read the Word to this day. But those encounters was coming back to back, one after another. In the sidebar, he also I had a death in the family. My granddad on my mom's side died, right? And we also have a family preacher. You know what I'm saying? He was preaching. He was a cousin. And he was preaching, but it was something on top of his voice. Although he was fighting spiritually, but it was God's voice was on top of his voice. But not a lot of people was picking up on it. But that's not the only time I heard the audible voice of God with a disciple. But I'm gonna close it right there. So stay tuned for further videos. We have the next coming up video. My first time prophesying after listening to a small, still voice. So that's part 9 on the 16-part series, My Personal Encounters with Jesus Christ. So you guys stay encouraged. Love you. God bless you.